What up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, January 31st, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The stars of the female-powered NASA-themed movie Hidden Figures earned the Screen Actor Guild Award for Best Ensemble in the Film in Los Angeles Sunday night. The cast included Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, Janelle Monáe, Jim Parsons, Kristen Dunst, and Kevin Costner. Denzel Washington was named Best Actor for his work in Fences, while his co-star Viola Davis was honored as Best Supporting Actress. Emma Stone took home the prize for Best Actress for her performance in La La Land, and Mahershala Ali picked up the SAG Award for Best Supporting Actor for his work in Moonlight. The cast of Netflix's sci-fi drama Stranger Things won the Screen Actor Guild Award for Best Ensemble in the TV drama in Los Angeles Sunday night. The show features Winona Ryder, Matthew Modine, David Harbour, Finn Wolfhard, Millie Bobby Brown, Gaten Batrazano, Caleb McLaughlin, Natalia Dyer, Charlie Heaton, and Carla Bunio. Harbour gave an impassioned speech on behalf of his enthusiastic co-stars who took the stage together to collect their statuettes. He says, in light of all that's going on in the world today, it's difficult to celebrate the already celebrated Stranger Things. Great acting can change the world. We call to arms our fellow craftsmen and women to go deeper and through our hearts battle against fear, self-centeredness, exclusivity of a predominantly narcissistic culture. And through our craft, cultivated an empathetic and more understanding society by revealing intimate truths that serve as a forceful reminder to folks that where they feel broken and afraid and tired, they are not alone. We are united in that we are all human beings, and we are all together on this horrible, painful, joyous, exciting, and mysterious ride that is being alive. He said that as the crowd gave him a standing ovation. He continued by saying, as we act in the continuing narrative of Stranger Things, we 1983 Midwesterners will repeal bullies, we will shelter freaks and outcasts, those who have no homes. We will get past the lies, we will hunt monsters, and we are lost amidst the hypocrisy and the casual violence of certain individuals and institutions. We will, as per se Chief Jim Hopper, punch some people in the face when they seek to destroy the meek and disenfranchised and the marginalized, and we'll do it with our soul, with heart, and with joy. At the ceremony, SAG tweeted Winona Ryder's facial expressions are priceless, along with the laughing emoji in reference to the apparent range of emotions the actors experienced while Harbour was speaking. Netflix's acclaimed castmates Claire Foy and John Lithgow were named Best Actress and Actor in a Drama. Orange is the New Black won the Best Ensemble in a TV Comedy, while Veep standout Julia Louis-Dreyfus earned the accolade for Best Actress in a TV Comedy, and Shameless lead William H. Macy took home the trophy for Best Actor in a TV Comedy. Ashton Kutcher slammed President Donald Trump's executive order banning people traveling from some Muslim-majority countries as he presented the first award at the Screen Actor Guild. The actor said on stage, days after Trump signed the executive order, "Good evening, fellow SAG-AFTRA members, and everyone at home, and everyone in airports that belong in my America. You are a part of the fabric of who we are, and we love you, and we welcome you." Before appearing on stage, Kutcher took to social media to criticize the ban, pointing to his wife Mila Kunis' immigration to the United States. The Ranch Star wrote on Twitter, "My wife came to this country on a refugee visa in the middle of the Cold War. My blood is boiling right now. We have never been a nation built on fear, compassion. That is the root of ethic of America. Our differences are fundamental to our sustainability." He continued by saying, "If standing for the America that doesn't discriminate makes me a left-wing actor who's out of touch, fuck it. I believe in protecting borders. I believe in enabling safety and security, but we do so with honor. We are Americans. Hashtag a better way." Other stars attacked the immigration order at the SAG Awards, including Julie Louis-Dreyfus, who said this immigrant ban is a blemish and it's un-American, while Sarah Paulson urged viewers to donate to the American Civil Liberties Union, which filed a lawsuit against the ban. And in a related story, Budweiser has teased its upcoming Super Bowl ad, which will tell the story of the beer company's immigrant co-founder, Adolf Busch. A teaser for the commercial titled Born the Hard Way features Bush, played by Sam Stewart, being approached inside a bar looking different. The spot will also be set on the Mississippi River, where a battered Bush will jump off a burning steamboat to reach the shores of St. Louis, where he takes his first steps to start the beer company, Adweek reports. Budweiser's famous Clydesdale horses will also make an appearance. Laura Rowan of Budweiser's creative branch Anomaly told Adweek, "This is the story of the original self-made man, one of the founders of the American dream, making it the hard way, and his path that all came after him followed." She says, "We then see the words appear when nothing stops your dream. This is the beer you'll drink." We end with the Budweiser logo and tagline, "This Bud's for you." As President Trump's travel ban and plans to build a wall along the U.S. and Mexico borders dominate headlines, the company's vice president of marketing, Ricardo Marquez, says that the clip is relevant in today's political climate, but noted that Budweiser is not attempting to make a political statement. He said, "There is really no correlation with anything else that's happening in the country. We believe this is a universal story that is very relevant today because probably more than any other period in history today, the world pulls you in different directions, and it's never been harder to stick to your guns." The 60-second ad will air during Super Bowl 51 on Sunday, February 5th. Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett, Rihanna, and Anne Hathaway are sharply dressed and riding the New York City subway in the first image for their caper comedy, Ocean's 8. Also seen in the fun group shot, which Warner Bros. Pictures released Monday, are Sarah Paulson, Helena Bonham Carter, and Awkwafina. The studio tweeted along with the photo, "In summer 2018, the tide will turn. Here's your first look at #Ocean's 8. The movie is about a band of thieves who attempts to pull off the heist of the century at New York City's star-studded annual Met Gala. Stranger Things breakout star Millie Bobby Brown has landed a role in the sequel to 2014's Godzilla. The production company tweeted, "Welcome to the legendary family at Millie B. Brown. Godzilla King of Monsters is due in theaters in 2019. Brown, alongside with her Stranger Things castmates, won the Screen Actor Guild Award for Best Ensemble in a TV drama Sunday night. The 12-year-old actress also was recently named the face of a fashion campaign titled Calvin Klein by Appointment. Samantha Bee is to host Not the White House Correspondent Dinner, a TBS special to be taped April 29th in Washington, D.C. A press release quipped, Samantha Bee, noted prior of fake news, will host a gala affair welcoming journalists and non-irritating celebrities from around the world. We suspect some members of the press may find themselves unexpectedly free that night and want to feed them and give them hugs. Though unrelated, Not the White House Correspondent Dinner will happen at the exact same time as the official White House Correspondent Dinner. What an incredible coincidence." B, a vocal critic of President Donald Trump, said in a statement, "Executives at TBS offered their full support of the gala by nodding politely and then muttering under their breath as we turn around. The event is sure to bring plenty of surprises, music, food, and laughter, and if you're not careful, you just might learn something. Specifically, you'll learn how screwed we'd be without a free press. All proceeds for Not the White House Correspondent Dinner will go to the Committee to Protect Journalists," the cable network says. B says, "We are really doing this. This is not a joke. No air date has been announced yet." Maisie Williams says she wants to end her time on Game of Thrones with a nice arc. The 19-year-old British actress discussed her final episodes as Arya Stark on the HBO series in an interview with Entertainment Tonight at the 2017 Screen Actor Guild Awards. She says, "I'm just trying to do the last few scenes that I have justice. I'm just trying to sharp Arya the way that I have been so far and give her a nice arc to end with and hope the people are happy with it." Williams has played Arya throughout Game of Thrones' 6-season run. The show will return for an abbreviated 7th season in the summer and come to a final close after Season 8 airs in 2018. She says, "It has been my security blanket and has been a bit of a safety net. If I haven't worked and I haven't landed a role, I'll never beat up myself too much because I've always got Game of Thrones. To not have that around is going to be really strange." She also qualified, "It's also exciting. It means I can now shape my career, and I'm not tied into anything, and I can really make bold decisions, I hope." Game of Thrones, which is based on the Song of Ice and Fire book series by George R.R. Martin, has proven a smash success since its premiere in 2011. Williams recently confessed in an interview with Radio Times that the constant speculation and spoilers surrounding the show gets annoying. She says, "It really upsets me because there's only a certain group of people who look at that anyway compared to the audience that watches the show." She says, "It hurts. It's just like, oh, we wanted to tell this story, and yet lots of people don't want to read it and don't want to look at it. It's such a childish, annoying thing to do. And yeah, it's sad. It really annoys me." Game of Thrones was nominated for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series at the SAG Awards, but lost to Stranger Things. Peter Dinklage, who played Tyrion Lannister, was up for Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Drama Series, but lost to John Lithgow of The Crown. Gary Young will play Mr. Willoughby, and Charlie Hyatt will play Captain Thomas Leonard in Season 3 of the time travel drama Outlander, starred and announced Monday. Based on the Diana Gabaldon fantasy novels, the show is currently shooting in Scotland. Production will move to South Africa in March. The third season will be comprised of 13 episodes. Press note says, a Chinese man with a deep knowledge of Eastern medicine, Mr. Willoughby is a talented poet in exile with an even deeper love for women. Willoughby, a confidant of Jamie Fraser, speaks English well, but hides it when it suits him. He is even more of an outsider than Claire in 18th century Scotland. British Captain Thomas Leonard is described as the inexperienced, by the book, de facto captain of the Artemis. Scottish actor Peter Capaldi has announced his upcoming third season on Doctor Who will be his last. The 58-year-old star said in a statement, which was tweeted on the Sci-Fi's show official account, the new series of Doctor Who, will be my last. I feel it's time to move on. Another post read, I'm still #Doctor Who. We're doing epic stuff. I'm not done yet. The upcoming 10th season is to begin in April. Capaldi's final appearance as the titular hero is to be expected in the 2017 Christmas special, when the regeneration will take place and another actor will take over the role. The casting has not yet been announced. Stephen Moffat, the writer and executive producer, said in a statement, "For years before I ever imagined being involved in Doctor Who or had ever met the man, I wanted to work with Peter Capaldi. I could not have imagined that one day we'd be standing on the TARDIS together. Like Peter, I'm facing up to leave the best job I'll ever have, but knowing I do so in the company of the best and kindest and cleverest of men, making the saddest of endings a little sweeter. But hey, it's a long way from over. Peter's amazing, fiery, turbulent doctor is still fighting the good fight, and his greatest adventures are yet to come. Monsters of the universe, be on your guard. Capaldi's not done yet with you." Amazon Studios says it has ordered additional seasons of its original series Mozart in the Jungle and Red Oaks. Mozart in the Jungle will be back for a fourth season later this year, while Red Oaks will return for a third and final season. Jolos, the head of comedy and drama for Amazon Studios, said in a statement Monday, Amazon Studios has been built by the risky creative genius of shows like Mozart in the Jungle and Red Oaks. We're excited to see how the amazing creators, cast, and crews top themselves next season. Mozart executive producer Roman Coppola said in a statement, "We're all delighted to be back for a fourth season and to share the further tales of our orchestra and all the artists who comprise it. For the fans who have been so enthusiastic about our show, we're so happy to have an audience that wants to see stories about the arts, music, and all these characters we've invented." Set in the New York classical music stage, the show stars Gael Garcia Bernal, Lola Kirk, Saffron Burrows, Malcolm McDowell, and Bernadette Peters. Red Oak creators Joe Janami and Greg Jacobs commented, "We've always hoped to send these characters off to their futures with the third and final season, so we're thrilled that Amazon has given us the opportunity to do so." The series, which takes place in the 1980s New Jersey, features Paul Reiser, Jennifer Grey, and Richard Kind. Clive Owen is to portray Renee Gallimard in the first Broadway revival of David Henry Hwang's Tony Award-winning play M. Butterfly in the fall. The announcement was made Monday by producers Nell Nugent, Steve Traxler, Kenneth Teton, Benjamin Feldman, and Doug Morris. Directed by Tony Award winner Julie Taymor, the production is scheduled to open on October 26th at a Broadway theater to be announced. Owen said in a statement, "I cannot be more excited to take on such a complex and fascinating role for my return to Broadway. And Butterfly offers a novel challenging with its inherent mystery and astonishing storyline. Looking forward to dive into the mind of Renee Gallimard, and I can think of no better than the brilliant Julie Taymor to bring this wonderful, daring, original play to life." The Nick Elizabeth Closer and Sin City star was last seen on Broadway in 2015's Old Times. Taymor explained, "M. Butterfly is like a Chinese puzzle with layers upon layer of meaning. The more deeply you explore it, the more its essence is revealed. The fact that David was excited to revisit his characters and further develop their stories proved what a brave and inquisitive writer he is. Collaborating with him on the text of this fascinating story has been a joy, and this version is proving to be a true metamorphosis. And to have this complex character brought to life by Clive Owen, an actor I've wanted to work with for many years, is an extraordinary opportunity. We are very excited to get into the rehearsal room and share this production with the audiences. Long said, almost 30 years have passed since I read the newspaper article that inspired me to write M. Butterfly. Julie's suggestion to look at the wealth of new information about the real-life affair between Bernard Biscoteau and Shai Pai Pu that has surfaced since the show's premiere helps to unlock new possibilities within the play. I'm thrilled with this opportunity to revisit these characters, their motivations, and their personal and political deceptions to more fully explore this extraordinary love affair. Actor Antonio Banderas has been released from the British hospital where he was treated after experiencing severe chest pains. Banderas posted an outdoor photo of himself smiling with his girlfriend Nicole Keppel on Monday after the news broke of his recent health crisis. He tweeted, "Enjoying nature after a startled vessels." The 56-year-old film star was working out at his home in Surrey on Thursday when he fell ill and an ambulance was called to transport him to St. Peter's Hospital in Chertsey, Us Weekly reported. It is unclear whether Banderas actually suffered a heart attack or the incident was just as scared. The mask owner and the 33 actor, who also lends his voice to the cat character Puss in Boots in the Shrek animated franchise, was treated and released. Expecting mom Jill Duggar has announced the sex of her unborn second child. The 25-year-old reality star shared the news in a video on the TLC website Monday after announcing she's pregnant and expecting again with husband Derek Dillard. And Dillard said in the clip, "The next Dillard baby is a boy. We're so excited. We're really excited to have another a son. I know that Israel and this little one will be best friends." Duggar added, "My pregnancy so far, I have had morning sickness in the first trimester, and now I'm feeling a lot better in my second trimester. Thank you all for your well wishes, and we're so excited about this new little blessing from God." Duggar and Dillard are already parents of 21-month-old son Israel. The couple, who married in 2014, said in an interview with People in December that the new baby is due in July. The pair gushed at the time. "We're so excited to be expecting Dillard baby number 2. Children really are a wonderful blessing from God." Westworld star Evan Rachel Wood is engaged to a Rebel and the Basket Case bandmate Zach Villa. A rep from the actors confirmed the news to Us Weekly after Wood and Villa were spotted attending the Screen Actor Guild Award Sundays wearing silver bands on their ring fingers. The couple started dating in 2015 after starring together in a John Hughes-themed cabaret. They soon formed their electronic pop group that same year. Wood was previously married to actor Jamie Bell, who she shares a 3-year-old son. The two divorced in May of 2014 after 2 years of marriage. Earlier in the year, Bell became engaged to his Fantastic Four co-star Kate Mara. Newlyweds Tori Belisario and Patrick J. Adams discussed their honeymoon on the red carpet Sunday. A 31-year-old actress and 35-year-old actor gushed about their Australian and Southeast Asian getaway to E! News at the Entertainment Weekly pre-Screen Actor Guild Awards party after marrying in December. Adams said, "It's been pretty blissful. We're still pretty jet-lagged. We just got back from sort of the world's craziest, longest honeymoon, so we're still on Australian time right now, but it's been amazing." Rosario chimed in by saying, "We saw the New Year's celebration," before the actor added, "Then we were in Fiji and Bali, almost got attacked by a bunch of monkeys in Bali. It was an adventure, whitewater rafting, swimming with sharks." The Pretty Little Liars star and the Suits actor shared plenty of photos on Instagram from their honeymoon, including a video of New Year's Eve fireworks in Sydney. Adams also posted a picture of himself and Belisario playing angulongs in Bali, Indonesia. He wrote, "Working on our new album, drops late 2017, PNT will of course be killing it on the angulongs." Soccer legend David Beckham says his lasting marriage to Victoria Beckham is built on love. The 41-year-old English retired soccer star discussed on Sunday's episode of Desert Island Disc on BBC Radio 4 the secret behind his 17-year-old marriage to the 42-year-old designer. Beckham says, I think we're still together because we're a strong family unit. We've got strong parents and we were brought up with the right values. He also added, of course, you make mistakes over the years, and we all know marriage is difficult at times. It's about working through it, and we've come up against tough times, but we know each other better than anyone else knows us. He also shared, did we stay together because it is a brand? Of course not. We stay together because we love each other. We stay together because we have 4 amazing children. Beckham and Victoria Beckham married in July 1999 after 2 years of dating and share a 17-year-old son, Brooklyn, 14-year-old son, Romeo, 11-year-old son, Cruz, and 5-year-old daughter, Harper. Victoria Beckham said in the October issue of British Vogue that she immediately fell for the soccer star. She wrote in a letter to her younger self, love at first sight does exist. It will happen to you in the Manchester United Players Lounge, although you will get a little drunk, so exact details are hazy. The designer recalled, while the other football players stand at the bar drinking with their mates, you will see David standing aside with his family. He's not even in the first team at this stage. You are the famous one, and he has such a cute smile. Beckham retired from professional soccer in 2013 after playing for such teams as Manchester United, Real Madrid, and the LA Galaxy. Victoria Beckham came to fame with the Spice Girls and has since launched her own fashion lines. Ed Sheeran falls in love while training to be a boxer in his latest music video for the new single Shape of You. The clip, released Monday, features the singer hitting the gym where he meets a woman also learning how to fight. The pair hit it off and begin dating until the woman departs, leaving Sheeran in a rage as he trains harder by flipping a massive tire and doing multiple push-ups. Now ready for a big fight inside an underground arena, things turn comedic after it's revealed that Sheeran will be facing off against a sumo wrestler. Down and defeated, the video concludes with the woman returning to save Sheeran with the high-flying karate kick that's seen in slow motion. Shape of You was released earlier in January alongside the new track Castles on the Hill. Both songs are set to appear on Sheeran's 3rd studio album out March 3rd, which is titled Using the Division Symbols. Kings of Leon added an additional 25 more shows to their recently wrapped-up North American tour. The band will be hitting the road again in support of their 7th studio album, Walls, starting April 28th at the Sleep Train Amphitheater in Chula Vista, California, before wrapping things up April 26th at the Gorge Amphitheater in Quincy, Washington, the band's Facebook page says. Indie rock group Deer Hunter will be opening for Kings of Leon for the April-May shows, while folk act Nathaniel Ratcliffe and the Night Sweats will open the July and August shows. Tickets are going on sale starting February 4th. The tour originally ran from January 12th to the 28th, with Kings of Leon performing in Boston, Philadelphia, Toronto, New York, Chicago, Detroit, Broomfield, Colorado, and San Francisco. Walls was released in October and became their first #1 album in the United States, topping the Billboard 200 album charts. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1974, Samuel Goldwyn dies. The pioneering movie producer Samuel Goldwyn dies in his sleep at the age of 91 at his home in Los Angeles. Born Szymon Gisflitz in Warsaw, Goldwyn left Poland when he was 11 for England and later New York, where he took a menial job in a glove factory. He would rise to become a partner in the company by the time he was in his mid-20s. Upon his arrival in the United States, he took the name Samuel Goldfish, the easiest approximation of his Polish name. After marrying Blanche Lasky in 1910, he went into business several years later with her brother, the vaudevillian producer Jesse Lasky, and they co-founded the Jesse Lasky Featured Company Play Company. The company's first production, The Squash Band, 1914, was the first feature-length motion picture to be produced in Hollywood as opposed to the general Los Angeles area. Goldwyn left the company shortly after it merged with Adolf Zucker's Famous Players Company in 1917, selling out his shares for nearly $500,000. With the Broadway producers Edgar and Arch Selway, he then established a newly production venture called Goldwyn Pictures Corporation as a combination of Goldfish and Selwyn. He liked the name so much that he changed his surname legally to Goldwyn. The company subsequently merged with Metro Pictures, forming the basis for what would become Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Goldwyn subsequently left the company to become an independent film producer. Having divorced Blanche Lasky in 1955, the couple had one daughter, Ruth. Goldwyn married the actress Frances Howard in 1925. In 1926, he joined United Artists, a cooperative production company formed by Charlie Chaplin, among others, but left after a fallout with co-founder Mary Pickford in 1939. Because of Goldwyn's demanding nature and his unwillingness to work with anyone other than the most respected screenwriters, directors, actors, and creative artists, his films earned a reputation as some of the finest in the business. His constant drive for perfection led him to dominate the production of his films to a degree that sometimes annoyed his employees, but almost invariably produced a better finished product. This effect was known in the business as the Goldwyn touch. He was also known for making numerous colorful, if completely illogical statements, which were dubbed Goldwynisms. Two of the most famous examples repeated over the years were "Include Me Out" and "I'll tell you in 2 words, impossible." Standout films over Goldwyn's long career included Dogsworth in 1936, Wuthering Heights in 1939, The Little Foxes 1941, and The Best Years of Our Lives 1946, which won Goldwyn his first Oscar for Best Picture. Also in 1947, he received the Irving Thalberg Memorial Award for his contributions to the film industry. In 1959, at the age of 78, Goldwyn came out of retirement to make his last movie, Porgy and Bess. 10 years later, he suffered a severe stroke that left him partly paralyzed. Upon his death in 1974, his obituary in the New York Times called Goldwyn a Hollywood legend, motion picture producer whose films, always created on a grand scale, were notable for those most elusive traits, taste, and quality. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, January 31st, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.